everyone, welcome to Kahliya. This is Mia. I hope you're doing well. Oh, hardly any lavender left. I hope you received that. Okay, it's getting pretty hot. I don't know where you're at in the world. If you'd like to share and let us know, is it really hot where you're at as well? I live in France, in the south of France, and it's been heat wave galore. Okay, so first of all, about the energies currently, excuse me. We're headed towards a full moon and this weekend, and guess what? Lunar eclipse again. We are in eclipse season and it's a good thing. Okay, it's turbulent, but it is transformative. We really need this, and it's good for us, and things are just eclipsing from our lives, changing and transforming. So I hope you're already in for the ride and ready for more changes to come and doing the best you can to adapt. There's a lot of good in this coming your way. And as you already know, you really need to get rid of a lot of stuff and situations and energies. So it's all good. Having said that, there is a tension building up, and I'd like to remind you there may be a tendency to get angry or negative or be distracted by anything lower vibrational. So please stay on course and keep raising your vibration and keep going at what you're trying to build in your life, which is good and full of light and beauty and love. Okay, now following my prior video, one of the two in any case, I was talking about, I think it was my last, deeper and fuller you. Okay, if you haven't seen it, then you might want to see it. And I've been talking about all kinds of parts of yourself that you may have put on a shelf or in a drawer, and sorry about that. And you need to call back in, because your soul is asking you and the universe is asking you to be the complete you. Okay, complete you, because that is how you shine, and that is how you master everything in your existence, by becoming the full and deeper you. Okay, and so following this, I would like to give you a tip on perhaps many of these things that are either your dreams or things you wanted to do for a long time to improve your life and your well-being. I forgot to add, sorry, when I said beware of the tendency to be negative, remember one thing, and this is my motto always, all the time, all right? is always tend to your well-being first, no matter what, no matter how, no matter where. Just tend to your well-being, okay? And that will put you in a place where you can tend to everything else, okay? So back to this tip that I want to give you, okay? If there is anything, like dreams that you have put on the side, hobbies that you really wanted to do, all kinds of self-improvement things that you wanted to take care of, and you don't feel that you're able to tackle it, anything, cleaning better your home, or getting on that health diet, or physical activity, anything, all right? Anything and everything, all right? All of this stuff that you may feel that you keep postponing, or you keep feeling blocked to be able to do it, I want to put your attention to something. Remember how I said in the last video or videos how your thoughts or your stories have become like energetic entities, in a way that I asked you to send light to that energy that has built around your memories, or your stories, or your thoughts. So in the same manner, these things that you want to do when you feel somehow blocked to do them, I want you to pay attention to the story that you have been telling yourself about them, or about not being able to do them, okay? And that can come in a million different colors and ways and shapes and forms, all right? And you know already what I'm talking about. And so take a good look at the story you're telling yourself about these things, or thing that you really want to do. And understand that you have built, with your story and with your negative thoughts about it, you have already grown accustomed to see it in a certain way. So you're already used to not being able, in many cases, maybe you haven't even tried for a long time, just because you know that you won't be able to, or you're blocked, and you keep telling yourself you're blocked, and that's how you create an energetic block around what it is you want to do, okay? And that, again, becomes like an energetic entity in itself, surrounding whatever it is that you want to do. And so it's almost like, even more than what I'm about to say, there's become cobwebs all around it, but more than that in many cases, all right? And so what you need to do is pierce through what you have created energetically. And so how do you do that? First of all, acknowledge that and visualize and understand it visually, okay? Try and sense what that means, and if that makes sense to you, okay? And then, well, you can come up with any creative way, all right? If you really see what I'm saying, because that's the main issue. But I think that one good way is to physically touch whatever it is that is on topic, okay? Because it could be anything, and it could be many different things. And so physically, let's say you want to write and you have that block. So physically create a specific space in which it doesn't have to be a specific space, but that's just one way of doing it. Where you have a notebook or something, or if you write in your computer, and just something that is designated to your writing, and a chair with a desk or a table or whatever, a corner in your house, whatever. And just physically put yourself in that chair as if you're going to write. You don't even have to write, okay? Same goes with anything else. You want to pick up a guitar for ages and you have that guitar. Pick it up. You don't have to play anything. Just on a regular basis, go towards that object, that activity, or whatever, and pierce energetically the block that you have created in any small way. Okay? I mean, I can give you a million examples, but I think you get the drift. Just pierce energetically by physically touching base with whatever that is. And in a way, make believe that you're attempting to do it without necessarily doing anything. If you can reach a second step and do just one step that pierces further into that activity, then do that without judgment, without expectations. I mean, if it's an artistic endeavor, then, don't even think about anything being good, because that is in itself another barrier that you may have created. All right? So just kind of see yourself letting go of the criticism. And that goes for anything. I mean, if you're interested in doing a diet and you're like self-criticizing that this isn't good enough, or anything professionally, or I mean, we self-sabotage every day in a million different ways, okay? So you know what I'm talking about. So, like I said, another stage would be just to touch further. Like, for example, if it would be a guitar, just strum your fingers on the guitar without thinking of a tune. You may even need to tune the guitar, so you may need to find someone to help you tune the guitar, or if you know how to tune it, how about tuning it first? Or maybe look up at YouTube. The thing is, don't think of accomplishing anything of importance, all right? If it's writing, if it's drawing, just meander around, visit the domain, touch it physically if it's possible, and don't come with any expectations. And in fact, unless you're like really passionate and driven and you want to dive deep in, then that's like, go for it. But otherwise, don't even go further than that on your first few times. Just make sure that you pierce the barrier that you have created around this activity or activities, and start touching them and incorporating the idea of them being in your life without necessarily accomplishing something grandiose, okay? Just because, again, that is another huge, humongous barrier. It's and Trust me, I know, all right? The thing is, if you think again of excelling before you even started, then what about the joy of the journey, all right? And just let go, let go, let go. I mean, a few minutes ago, you didn't even touch it at all, and it's been on the back burner. So now you're touching it. Just think of yourself as a child playing in mud, all right? Playing with Play-Doh. I mean, a child doesn't think of excelling, it just thinks of enjoying. So think of enjoying, and above all, pierce through the barrier that you created, all right? Okay, and then try and revisit on a regular basis. And in fact, if you can create a kind of schedule in which you determine when you visit, if it's every day or once a week, a specific time or whatever, that will help you even more. Because if you wait for a whim, then you'll back out again, all right? And so if there's something scheduled, but nothing too disciplined and nothing too harsh, just a visit. And seriously, it can be as simple as coming to a designated area, sitting down, and as if you're going to do whatever it is that you were to do, and you don't even have to do it. And just play that game a few times until it becomes so funny, you just actually forget it and you actually want to play. All right? Play in terms of childlike play, indulge. Another thing I want to mention regarding this is you may have touched these things in the past and you may have lost the connection for one reason or the other. And so now, if you find that you touch for a bit and you start and then you stop, don't criticize yourself, okay? Because the worst thing in this scenario is the self-criticizing, okay? So if you find you just kind of fell off the horse for a bit, all you have to do is lightly, all right? Again, remember what I said, send light. In this case as well, send love and light to the situation to heal it and to unravel this barrier and this energetic blockage. Just light. Remember also what I said, the universe is encouraging and helping us heal all these things at the moment immensely, but needs us to be actively contributing. So put your best foot forward. And like I said, if you did fall off the horse, if you did stop, you started and then you stopped, don't worry about it. Lightly and with a lot of humor and a lot of self-love and self-compassion, no criticism allowed. Just get back to it again in the same way, just visiting, tiptoeing, visiting lightly until you forget that it was ever a barrier. All right? I hope this helped someone. Let me know if it did in the comments, okay? Stay safe and raise your vibrations.